Okay. Who took the beer from the refrigerator? That wonderful beer, Ham's beer. Who took the beer from the refrigerator? That wonderful beer, Ham's
Hames
beer.
beer. Nice.
All
There you go.
right.
Hell yeah. You heard it here first. That's Orion representing Hams. And Jackie actually didn't answer our call. So you just got a good little bonus there.
Maybe that
Exactly.
speaks for itself, honestly.
Good. I don't want to take a side. I think we need to stay unbiased, but that could...
It might go down in history as the phone call bump.
So I'm here to settle the score. Once and for all, finally we're gonna get down to business. Aliens do like French onion dip. They just do. They like French onion dip.
You know what else aliens like? Authentic Italian cuisine.
My blood runs blue and I love Italian.
You're canceled, dude.
I'll never forget their fascism.
You know where you're going to have a liberal, authentic Italian cuisine, not fascist?
With no trace of Mussolini anywhere.
Not even a single trace. Sapori di Sicilia.
Yeah!
I wanted to do a cut to an aggressive, like, Sapori, but I couldn't because that was really fucking funny. Sapori di Sicilia, Mussolini free since 2017. I don't know when they opened exactly.
I walked in the other day,
Mm-hmm.
and I was looking at their bread, and they were like, "Do you know what kind you want?" And I said, "No." And they were like, "Do you want to just eat some bread?" And they just brought me some free bread that they just took out of the oven.
They're good people.
They are good people.
I have a similar story where I walked in. I'm not a big espresso guy. It's kind of bitter.
Mm-hmm.
And I walked in, and Eric, the owner of Sapori, our good friend, I came in, and he was like, "Hey, man, do you want some espresso?" And I was like, "I'm not a big espresso guy." And he made me like 3 separate espressos, different ways, to like figure out which one I like the most. So cool. Such a cool place. And amazing food. I'm not an espresso guy. I enjoyed the fuck out of that espresso.
Well, I really like that, like a business, maybe a more recently founded business, is like, they wanna show you how awesome they are.
Right, yeah. He's like, I know I'm good. I want you to know that I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is an excellent place. Go there for some authentic, very reasonably priced food and beverages, gelato. Seriously. Everything's made in-house too, which is awesome. Check it out. Sapori di Sicilia on the corner of 4th and Main Street in Winona, Minnesota. If you're listening or watching and you're not from Winona, make the drive. Sapori's worth it. You could also see Swashbuckler at Midwest Music Fest if you make the drive.
Get some fresh bread, and then we'll stuff it into your ears.
Auditory Pleasure Pods. Thank you, Sapori. Thank you for watching.
Crackle, crackle, crackle.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I can hear you.
Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Dust. Dust in my eyes occasionally. Not a fan of that. Not a fan of that. What do you think about dust in your eyes?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't either. I haven't made up my mind yet. Sometimes I'm really into it. Occasionally. Oh, how loud's it going to be?
Please don't go.
Yeah.
It's Isaac's 30-minute pod show. Please don't go. It's Isaac's 30-minute pod show.
Yeah. Welcome to the pod show. It's Isaac's 30-minute pod show. I'm Isaac, pods of grapes for thighs, Yanta, and I'm here with, you already know him, Specs.
They already know.
Yeah.
So that's that.
Yep. We're not going to say your name once. Thanks for tuning in. We're doing kind of a house cleaning type of episode. I don't really know, like I've heard people say that before, like we're doing house cleaning.
Yeah.
And I understand the concept, but I don't know why it's called that. It's weird.
Isaac texted me, a couple days ago, said, well, we had to squeeze in an episode.
and said I was thinking about doing a house cleaning episode, and I had assumed you literally meant that we were gonna
An episode of
shoot a
house
wide
clean-
shot, just kind of hold the mic and kind of vacuum a little bit.
It's good content. It's just me with a vacuum going, oh, that was a big one. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
We have a mic on the vacuum.
You get that like crackle and
Yeah, that's a satisfying sound.
yeah, that's
when
when you
you-
know you're doing it. Or
Yeah.
like when you haven't vacuumed in a while.
It's kind of
every
both.
stroke is just
Yeah.
You
And
don't
you-
even see anything.
Sand.
You're getting through the subsurface.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. When you don't see it coming,
Yeah.
that's when it really hits. When it really hits home, it's beautiful. But no, that's not what we're doing.
Yeah. What are we cleaning up? What
Yeah,
are we? What
we're-
do we got to say?
We're gonna talk about all sorts of things. We're gonna have an episode with no guest. We don't need to have a guest every week. Sometimes we might just mess around. If you've been tuning into the pod since before,
I'm gonna make sure we're actually recording.
Okay.
Carry on.
cool. If you've been tuning in since before we started filming this shebang, then you would know that I used to do that quite often where I'd be like, oh, there's no one here. I'm just going to see if I can talk for 30 minutes. But now we're doing the video, and I am lucky enough to have you in my life and in this process, you beautiful specimen. And so now we can just kind of talk about the pod. We got some things to cover, like the ass tat bet, where that's at, talking about the future of upcoming episodes, maybe a couple calls to action. Go to your local Congress person and tell them your favorite cheese. That's your call to action right away. But yeah.
I bought like 2 wedges of Romano cheese. And,
I'm Romano cheese.
and some Parmesan.
I don't know.
They're very similar. I think it just has to do how much time.
Yeah, one has an older brother, a really big older brother.
I think
too.
that's it. Parmesan has to be aged 10 months, whatever. And I took a nibble of the Romano, and I was like, I don't know,
Yeah.
because I'm pretty sensitive to like stinky
To
cheese.
your
Like,
mom
I
living
hate-
across the street all the time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep on making Ray Romano jokes. They're landing.
I haven't watched Ray Romano. What was the show actually called? Romano. Everybody Loves Raymond.
Everyone loves Raymond. Yeah, everybody loves Raymond.
Um,
Do they though? I mean, like,
I think it was I think he was underappreciated,
yeah.
as all patriarchs are in the family. 2 Father's Days.
Issue. Yeah, we need at least 2 Father's Days. Fathers are underrepresented in our society.
I just saw a picture today. Let's
Okay.
see if I can find it.
Well, that could be canceled first.
Of two women protesting, cancel Father's Day.
Oh,
Some
yeah.
middle-aged women. They were real mad.
About Father's Day?
Yeah, they were real mad.
I think out of all the issues with the patriarchy, I don't think Father's Day is really at the top of the list. I think maybe equal pay, I would get mad about that before I'd get mad about Father's Day.
Father's Day is in June. Mother's Day is in May.
Mm.
Right? I don't know.
Probably. I never know about it until like the week before, I feel like. And even then.
What kind of news are we going to the
rushed.
future episodes? Are we going to tell them about Billie Eilish or not until it's for sure?
Yeah, I don't think we should spill the beans on Billie Eilish yet. But I was thinking we could talk about some ideas that we have. We don't even have to get into specifics, but just like we have some fun episodes coming up.
Are our guests aware that we're going to move studios this summer?
Our listeners?
Or
watchers?
our listeners?
They're guests too. You're welcome.
Welcome
to this
to the
space.
home.
Yeah, thanks for coming. I think we've talked maybe briefly about that we're gonna be transitioning into a bigger space and an actual studio. I don't know if we want to get into too many specifics about it quite yet, but
Expect to change soon.
expect to change. Be ready, and also keep on going to Lucky's and Saporia. And if you have someone who wants to sponsor the pod, or if you want to just give us money, that'd be awesome too, because we want to make a really cool space and blow this thing up, and get guests like Billy, other people that are out there. That's my bad. We could bleep that out. I'm not gonna, probably. I'm lazy with it.
Yeah, we have a pretty short deadline anyway. So.
Yeah. We're recording this. I do like breaking down that barrier. I feel like of when are they doing it? We're doing this the night before it comes out. This is coming out tomorrow.
I'm hoping what that will mean is a lot of this will be fresh in my mind already, so I'll be able to move through it quickly.
You'll feel the cuts.
And I might actually be listening. Sometimes I sit back there and I get a little distracted, start pittering on my computer.
Yep. Start
So
just typing.
the fact that we're just getting viewers these days I'm shocked. I can't even listen to this.
I think we should say thank you to all the folks that are.
We should say
Yeah.
thank you. It's great where one thing I notice is we're not we don't have 500,000 subscribers
Right.
yet.
Right.
But
Damn close though.
but what I have noticed is those who do view it tend to watch a big chunk at the very least. The analytics can be depressing sometimes.
Yeah.
But they're not really, because the people who show up and watch it, the average duration of the watch time is real encouraging. So some of you are watching cover to cover, and I appreciate that.
That's awesome. Yeah.
At the end of every episode, we give out a one piece to a winning lottery ticket.
That's right. And you just have to tape them together.
You just tape them together.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you're watching the whole thing, hopefully no one else is in your case, because then it's a fight
well, it's not a fight.
finish.
It's probably going to be like a state.
We might go to jail.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah.
They're pretty strict about that sort of stuff. So
That's what I hear. Yeah. Thank you though. Thanks for tuning in, and tell your mom about it. My mom doesn't watch it. I don't think she's watched any, but she listened to it before we were filming. I got through like 45 episodes before she tuned in, because she was always like, "Oh, people are telling me that you're doing a podcast. Like, how do I find it?" I was like, You don't find it. You won't like it." And she's like, "Okay, yeah, sure." And then she was in the car with my aunt, and my aunt listens regularly. Love you, Cindy. And my aunt was like, "You got to listen to one." And so they put it on in the car, and then she called me and was like, "You should stop saying our Lord's name in vain," and stuff like that. And now she doesn't listen again because she knows. But your mom might like it. Maybe your mom's into that kind of thing.
I remember when I was in Texas, on vacation, I was like on the dining room table editing out one of our episodes. I don't even remember which one it would have been. But that's when my family was kind of like, "Oh, so this is real." Like, "Oh, okay."
You're like putting work. This is work.
Yeah, they started asking questions. I was like, "Yeah, I told you all these answers.
Right,
I told you what I do." But that's cool.
Until they saw you're like, "Oh, you're on vacation, but you're still putting out pod episodes." Good of you, by the way. Specs has been putting in a shitload of work. So if you're listening right now, I'll address the computer, I guess. If you're listening right now, make sure you go and check out the video, because Specs puts in a hell of a lot of effort, and it is way more fun, I think, to watch it than listen to. Sometimes I get like, if you're in the car or something and you listen, I do that too, but I try and watch all my podcasts.
Yeah, what I normally do is, if it's a video podcast, I usually put it on YouTube and then slip it in my pocket if I am on the go.
So you can do a quick, like, what was that?
Yeah, at a four-way stop, if I'm doing an easy turn and I don't see a lot of pedestrians in the crosswalk, maybe I'll pop out and kind of check it out, and then
I'll be honest, I'm probably canceled for this, but I absolutely, on a long car ride, have put my phone in the like dash.
Like the GPS holder thing?
No, like in where it tells me how fast I'm. Yeah, yeah. I don't care how fast I'm going. I just need to watch fucking Jim Jeffries on Bad Friends.
Yeah,
right
sorry,
now.
officers.
Yeah, you don't get it.
I have no idea why you pulled me over.
Do you know how fast you're going? No, but I do know that Jim Jeffries just had a daughter, so that's good. So we're good, right? I can go.
He's like, Oh yeah, I'm from the Aussie too, mate.
Yeah. You're all good. You're all good. Get out of here. Don't do that. But I mean, if you gotta to watch the pod and drive.
But yeah, we could tell them. I mean, I feel like we've been putting it off for a while, but we have some cool episodes. How much of that do we want to divulge?
I think it'll be fun to have it be a surprise.
Yeah.
That being said, we're going to be doing on location episodes.
There we go. That's fun. We're going to be doing at least 2 that I can think of.
Different locations.
Yeah.
That are going to be quite interesting locations to do a podcast in. So keep tuning in for that. And again, please tell your mom, because it's the only reason that we're making this is so that your mom.
One of those locations, we might need an extension cord.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We're definitely going to need
one of those orange ones.
Yeah, the big boys
that you can roll over safely.
Gotcha. Absolutely, you could not do that. Roll over it safely, but I like
a little pebble can make you wipe out.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You might be putting that together. It's gonna be fun. There's a lot of fun stuff coming up, and with the new studio in the works right now. It's going to be a little bit still until we can fully get up and running in there. But
Yeah, I mean
I'm
the
stoked.
rats. There's still
There's
mice.
Yeah, mice. There's just mice shit on the ground.
Have you ever seen? I don't think I've ever seen a loose wild rat in
Rat?
Winona.
Or mouse?
Rat. I've never
Okay.
seen like a city rat in Winona.
Yeah, me neither.
Never saw one in Minneapolis. Lived there for 3 years.
Yeah, I didn't either.
However, one short visit to Chicago, everywhere. I mean, I guess they have more people or something. I don't know what's up with that, but
Longer. It's been around maybe longer.
oh sure,
There's
That might be it.
generational rats. Like they're
yeah,
they have more established.
they're old money rats.
They're old money rats.
Yeah.
Like there's a there wasn't that cycle of like no housing for rats that affects them now.
Yeah,
There's always been housing.
New York and Chicago. There's probably rent control.
Yeah, exactly. They have a easier time.
I wonder if LA has. I think I've
control.
seen rats in LA before too.
Rat rent control. I'm going to LA in a couple of weeks here for 2 days. And speaking of bad friends and Bobby Lee and them, Bobby, if you're watching, I know you said you might come on the pod soon. Oh fuck, shit. But we're gonna.
That one's
hopefully,
more for sure.
Yeah.
But Billie Eilish is still.
It's kind of up in the air.
Yeah.
It's kind of up in the air still. But yeah, we're gonna go to the Comedy Store, which is like a.
That's super cool.
a
Who are
dream of
you going? Who are you going with? Or?
So me and Liam and I, Liam has been on the pod many a time. One of my favorite people to have.
The
on
inaugural
the pod.
video episode.
Yep, the first video episode and the year anniversary, which is episode 55. Check that out to see Liam O'Connell on the pod. Absolute wonderful human being, super fun to talk to. We're gonna go out in the beginning of or mid-May, flying out to LA for 2 days because his aunt lives out there, and then we're flying from there to Hawaii to hang out with Rachel Jenkins, another family member of the pod. So that's gonna be a blast.
I wonder what do you have any clue what the Comedy Store, like, are you going to a show? Do you know what's going to be there?
No idea.
Is it going to cost a lot of money to get in, do you think?
I'm curious how that works because it's it's literally the world famous Comedy Store.
But who knows, maybe it's that same old kind of
trying to keep
club. It's just whatever, just go.
Well, and I assume because there's shows every night and they talk about it like it's just a normal comedy club.
Yeah.
But it's just heavy hitters always.
Right.
Like it's just the best in the world are always there. So I was kind of figuring. I mean,
maybe $30 to get in.
Hopefully, hopefully it'll be around there and not 100. But I'm curious how that works. If we're going to be able to get in. Like, do we have to show up an hour early? Whoa, what the hell? Those wings did have a lot of garlic on them.
Yeah. I made some wings. I've been.
Woo!
Yeah. Been getting my life to another update. I've been getting my life together. I've been trying to keep the kitchen clean, so I've done some cooking.
Yeah.
I think what have I done lately? Well, I've been doing mostly bacon-oriented things. I've been really. I know it's like a cliche to just love bacon, but lately I've been like, holy cow, I love bacon.
Dude, you're such a
holy
poser.
Pork.
Holy pork and heck.
But some bacon wrapped peppers. I did some. I did a bacon carbonara.
Yeah, that looked good.
I guess wings. I guess I haven't been making that much. Oh, I've been tricking out frozen pizzas. Yeah, I haven't really been
tricking out frozen pizzas.
Hasn't been like a Michelin restaurant.
Specs has been taking frozen pizzas out of the oven and then just sprinkling bacon on them and going, I've been cooking recently. No, you're making it happen, and it looks good. It looks really good. No mice.
No mice. I've never. Well, I have 2 cats, so
that's a good point. Yeah. Tub and Nelson. How cute, guys. I think that we should toss it to a quick break.
Ah, shit. We haven't been recording for a bit. So, what we're having is some sort of visual. What do we have on the time for our recording right now?
We're around 15 minutes right now.
Yeah, we might have been dead for 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. 3. Yeah. I wonder if mine's even on.
No, they both would die at the same time. So.
Oh.
We'll figure it out, but we might just have to. Maybe we'll even cut the shoot.
I kind of want to leave this in, but if
we can figure something out,
you might not be hearing this. You might be. We're gonna figure it out.
You know what we're gonna do? We'll just I'll scan in those coloring pages.
Okay.
That we did, and we'll just kind of.
I was gonna talk about that too.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. Well, we'll be right back.
Go ahead and do your thing,
guys. What's your favorite thing about beverages?
I enjoy beverages on the daily.
Is that your favorite thing about
them? That's my favorite thing.
You know what my favorite thing is?
What's that?
When they're delicious and at a delicious price point. And that's exactly what you get at Lucky's on 3rd Street. Lucky's on 3rd, one of our favorite places to be at in Winona on 3rd Street.
Daily.
Daily. They're open every day. They got pool, they got darts, they got games. What's a favorite game of yours, Ryan? Pool. Excellent. They have it. Lucky's on 3rd. Been sponsoring this pod for quite some time now, and we love them, and we'd love you to love them through your dollars. So please go over to Lucky's on 3rd and
got
show
beverages.
Yeah, they got beverages. Clip that. That's gonna be. They got beverages. Thank you, Lucky's on 3rd. Thank you for listening into the pod. And we are Golden Pony Boy. I don't even really know what that's from. The Outsiders. Haven't seen it. Just heard people say it. And I'm a follower. I'm what's known as a sheep, I would say.
Stay golden, Pony Boy.
Stay golden, Pony Boy and Pony Girl. Thank you for...
Pony Boy gets killed or something.
Pony Boy gets killed?
Mm-hmm.
Well, now I don't need to watch it.
They're all dead by now. It's an old book.
Oh, I thought it was a movie.
Book first.
That's not how that works. It's always a movie first, and then they write a book about it.
It's usually a graphic novel. Then they turn into a movie, then a book, then a podcast.
Then a podcast. That's what movie, book, graphic novel is this based off of? That's an interesting.
What did we say first? It was graphic novel?
Yeah.
Watchmen. Call back to the last episode.
Episode 66. Check it out.
Did you borrow that from? Probably not.
What's
From
oh,
Jackson?
no, I didn't. But Watchmen is on a streaming service. It popped up the other night, and I almost watched it.
Yeah, I don't know much about it. I've been recommended it all the time, so I ought to read it maybe this summer. But
I should borrow that from Jackson.
it's like it seems pretty cool. I think it's about like vigilante superheroes or something like that, or like superheroes.
Well, that's kind of all superheroes, isn't it? Vigilantes.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I don't know then. I think they're like, I have no clue.
They explained it sort of in episode 66. Check that out. Also, Texas Toast. And we will hopefully have some more bands on here pretty soon. If you're liking the whole band new music thing, I know I am. Specs hates music. That's why you haven't been seeing a Quick Thoughts right now. Yeah. We're not doing music.
And just to house clean the house cleaning episode,
yep.
We don't know what just happened in that first.
Right.
We lost the... I'm running cameras and sitting on the couch right now, so...
Yeah. I think that... okay, so if you didn't hear it, we're going to figure this out later, but if you didn't hear it, we lost cameras and we were going to just run... We did a coloring book deal. We talked about this a while ago where it was like a coloring page to have people fill out, and we had a lot of people color my face in, which was interesting. And so if you didn't see that before, then I think right now we should just have them running in the back. Cause
maybe I can green screen them.
Yeah, into the plant.
Yeah, or into the blue drape behind.
Okay,
me.
perfect. Yeah, well, yeah, we were I was very like shocked at how many people filled those out, which was cool.
Yeah, hold on, I'm gonna go grab. Do you have the crayons over there?
Yeah. We can tell that story. We're also going to be checking in with our ASTAT officials. Their campaign. Jackie and Orion. I'm trying to remember what episode that would be. It would be 64.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
We passed around at Ed's. We had this Tostitos bag. It's all I had to carry my crayons from my house. So we passed around some Tostitos, and I think we got like
a lot.
24 entries or something like that.
Yeah, there were just people in the back of the bar coloring my face in, which was a weird thing for me.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, I get that.
I was walking up to people and they're in the middle of drawing me. I was like, "Hey, man, how's it going?" But it's cool that people did that. I was like, I didn't know that was happening too. Specs just showed up with a stack of coloring pages. So thanks for doing that, and also thanks for voting on our most recent campaign on the pod.
Yeah, we're gonna give someone a ring.
I think we should. We should check in. This is the last week for voting. Voting closes when the next episode comes out this next week. So a week from tomorrow, a week from today, if you're watching this when it comes out Wednesday, will be the close of the voting. And if you missed what we're talking about, episode 64, I believe, with Jackie and Orion, it's called like the ASTAT or something, ASTAT Diaries. I don't know. Essentially what it is they both like two different types of beer, PBR and hams. They both have a preference. and they are adamant that one is better than the other. And so we left it up to you, the viewer and listener, to vote, and whoever loses gets their beer tattooed onto their ass. So the stakes are very real. They're very well done. They're very medium rare. And we would hope that you will go and do some more voting. I think we should check in with them real quick. Who should we call first? Should we give Jackie a call?
Yeah. Girls first.
Yeah. Girls just want to have fun, dude. I think we're going to cover that song in Chocolates, but you don't care about that. You don't like music.
Mm-mm.
All right, let's see here. Okay. It's working. We also did a bonus phone call episode. If you want to check that out, bonus episode. It's essentially just me talking to Rachel on the phone.
You guys talked a lot about sex.
We did. It was a sex-heavy, sex-positive pod. Yeah, Rachel, she sent me a picture of the guy that she was talking about during that episode. Holy shit. Hottie with a body.
Hello, you've reached Jack Black. Please feel free to give me a call back or send me a text message, and I'll get back to you at my earliest convenience. Howdy dowdy, y'all.
Hey there, Jackie. This is Spencer Hodge from Isaac's 30-Minute Pod Show. Just calling
because she wouldn't know who you were. Sorry.
Just call.
Rachel's calling me. That's funny.
Just calling to give you an update. So far, we have a rough number of, I'm speaking in Texan, 78 for hams, 65 for PBR. Keep that campaign going. Hope to hear from you soon.
Thanks, Jack. Jack Black. Also, your voicemail is fantastic. All right. Love you. Bye. All right. Well, that's good. We got her the information. I think we're going to hit that campaign. If you haven't already, go over to Isaacs_pod show on Instagram. Give that a follow, and that's where this campaign is really being run out of. I also made a Facebook. We got a Facebook going now. So if you want to search Isaac's 30-Minute Pod Show on Facebook.
Make your vote known on any comments. We run some polls every once in a while, but
yeah.
I'm being very liberal with where I find my vote.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
I mean, slide a note under the door.
Right.
Send some smoke signals, whatever you want.
Carrier pigeon.
Yeah.
Whatever you got to do to get that vote in, to get that ass tatted. Let's give Ryan a call. Jackie might be competing with you on the voicemail train. That's a good one.
That was pretty good.
Yours wasn't even intentional, too. It's so funny.
Hello.
Hey there, Orion. Isaac from Isaac's 30-Minute Pod Show calling you here. How you doing there?
Hello, Isaac.
How you doing there,
Pretty
sir?
good.
Oh, good. I don't know why I don't like this professional thing that, that I've got going on.
But you should know you are being recorded right now.
You are being
for
recorded.
Quality assurance.
Okay, I consent to the recording.
That sounds good. I wonder.
You heard it. You heard
is
it,
Minnesota
everyone.
a consent state? I'm not even sure.
Every state's a consent state, you sick fuck.
Well,
Exactly.
okay, fine. There are some states where you can record people, audio and video, without telling them.
Yep. I think
Minnesota.
Anyway.
My guess is Minnesota is a consent state.
Yeah,
we
I
tend
assume
to we tend to keep those kinds of things tight.
Right. Well, we got his consent, so I think we're gonna be okay.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Orion, we were just wondering, with a week left in the campaign, if you wanted to kind of, give one of your spiels, one of your whatever you think will turn the hearts of the voters, because right now, actually, you're doing fine.
You are in the lead right now.
The rough count, and this is very rough. It's not an official tally. 78 votes for hams and 65 for PBR. Votes taken in by various methods. What do you have to say for yourself in your pretty sizable lead right now?
Yeah.
Well, all I have to say is that what I said from the beginning is that the beer speaks for itself. And I also, because of my solidarity with the voters, I've made it a point to drink pretty much only hams.
Good of you. You're true to your
sparkling water.
True to your stance.
Exactly. And I wasn't totally sure going into it, I mean, I kind of knew, but my any single doubt has been wiped from my mind, and I've fallen back in love. Truly, it's like reaffirming my vows.
Right. Yeah.
With hams.
I think that to that point, I really was unsure of how this would swing out.
It's a pretty close. I feel like it could go either way.
Yeah, I mean, it sure could. I mean, that's not a lot of votes to swing something over. But I thought, it could have been. I really, when I'm out at the bar, I thought I saw a lot of PBRs in the hands. But I think when you sit down and you ask people to consider those labels, Hams has some sort of ground.
Well,
yeah.
Also, a little sort of Winona thing is I feel like every time I see one of the many talented musicians, ads or wherever in a backyard, you can pretty much guarantee that they're going to be drinking Hams.
Yeah, I've noticed that too. I think you go to anybody's house and there's more often than not there is a big case of Hams there. There's a price point difference there too.
It might be there might have been some veil, the bar veil. It might have been
maybe
the bar's selection dictating, polls are unreliable if you're taking them at the bar, perhaps, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
You don't see a lot of Hams solo or silos.
Well, I think a lot of people get a big case of Hams for their house, when people are coming over.
Yes.
And then when you're at the bar, it's like, well, I have 50 of those in my fridge. Like, I'm going to get something a little different here.
Yeah, maybe that's right.
So that could be. I'm curious with how your ass is feeling. Are you at all nervous about getting this tattoo if Jackie does swing the vote?
If Jackie's pulls something out of her ass, you might say, I have been thinking about it, and I would be ready to put those vows into ink.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's good. You reaffirmed your vows verbally, but you're also ready to really go that next step. And
right, and reaffirm my bowels, you might say.
Right. A little ink on the bowels.
Right.
That's awesome. Well, I'm glad you sound like a very confident man. Could you give us just real quick? We'll let you go. Could you give us just a little tidbit of another jingle? We're gonna work on some other campaign stuff this week, hopefully, but just give the people a little tease.
Okay. Who took the beer from the refrigerator? That wonderful beer, Hams beer. Who took the beer from the refrigerator? That wonderful beer, Hams beer.
Nice.
All right.
Hell yeah. You heard it here first. That's Orion representing Hams. And Jackie actually didn't answer our call, so you just got a good little bonus there.
Maybe that speaks for itself, honestly.
It could. I don't want to take a side. I think we need to stay unbiased, but that could...
It might go down in history as the phone call bump.
Yeah. It could be the thing that changed. It's like an old war movie, and that's when everything changed. The tide of the war changed that day when Orion picked up the phone and sang, "Who drank the beer from the refrigerator?" Fantastic. Well, Orion, I love you, and I hope I see you extremely soon.
I love you too.
And our exit music is turning on right now already.
Right, perfect.
All right. Well, we'll talk to you later, dude.
All right, bye.
Bye. Love you. Bye. Love you.
Well, I mean, we are unbiased. We want to see those votes come in. Obviously, a week is a long time in these kinds of elections.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
you never know.
Check out the pod show, check out the Instagram Isaacs_pod show to follow the campaign. Like I said, we're going to do more and more of that this week to really end with a bang. And what else did we talk about? We got big guests coming.
We mostly just talked about stuff that we weren't ready to talk about.
Yeah, that's true. It's like, could we talk about that? Thanks for tuning in. If you're one of those who watched through the whole thing, God bless you. Elon Musk bless you. And keep tuning in.
And I just went in $5K of debt to get some screen printing equipment. So be on the lookout for some new Isaac's 30-minute pod show gear.
We're going to make some merch.
Woo!
Yep. Love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. And tune in next week for a normal, or maybe I won't say normal. It's going to be wild.
I'm just going to hold the stare.
Yeah.